How's it going, guys? It's Friday, June 7th, and I got you this week's freshwater video full of some fun and interesting fish. Let's get right into it. Starting us out this week, jumping us right into this week's video theme, we have the beautiful red lyre-tail mollies. And if you haven't guessed, this week's theme is going to be live bearers. We've got lots of awesome live bearers in right now, and a handful of other really cool fish. But yeah, awesome place to start. Absolutely love these guys. Very variable. Some are more kind of yellow gold, some are that striking red. They've got little flecks of black in some of them. Some of them have these really cool black eyes, which is awesome. Quite variable, absolutely beautiful. Love them. Up next for the week, we've got a handful of these really awesome neon blue Mickey Mouse platies. So called for the little Mickey Mouse shapes on the end of their tails there. Real awesome little fish. Absolutely love them. Great beginner fish too. Mollies can be like a little above beginner sometimes, but platies are incredible beginner fish. One of the easiest fish out there to care for, so great for getting anyone started in the hobby. Absolutely love them. Moving away from the live bearers for a second, I wanted to swing back on over to these black phantom tetras you may remember from a couple weeks ago when they first came in. But now that they've been hanging out a bit, those colors are really starting to come through. Absolutely gorgeous tetras. You can really start to see why they are absolutely one of my favorites. Really, really awesome fish. And of course, hanging out in there with them, you see them darting around in the back there. We got tons of awesome, pretty little clown loaches. One of the coolest loaches there is. Coming back onto the live bearer train, you may remember these guys from last week. These are those gorgeous tricolored swordtails. Not too many of them left, but there's still a small handful of them here. You may remember because they were hanging out in here with the dwarf cichlids, a little epistogram of Borelli blues. Really neat stuff. Of course, some pandacories, some little captive-bred bristlenoses, and the rummy-nosed tetras. Lots of cool stuff. Again, not a live bearer, but I could not show off this really handsome school of green barbs. They're just an excellent schooling fish. Always a nice, neatly packed schools, and those bright green iridescent bodies really help give those schools like a special sheen to them. Really awesome fish if you plan on something that's going to stay in a nice tight school. And of course, hanging out there with them, some big, beautiful bleeding heart tetras and some neon rosy barbs. Up next this week, we've got some gorgeous Hawaiian variatus, a cool relative of the platies with some absolutely striking colorations. Really love these guys. They have more of that like torpedo elongate body shape, more similar to a swordtail, but they are a little closely related to platies. Really cool guys. Absolutely love them. And hanging out there with them, a handful of these little adorable keyhole cichlids. Really love these little guys. Absolutely adorable. Nice, cool, small, easy to manage cichlid species. Speaking of awesome, small, easy to manage cichlid species, we have this absolutely gorgeous red streaked Severamin right now. He'll maintain this pretty yellow gold color its whole life, but it'll also get an addition of these really cool red streaks that go down the body. Absolutely awesome fish, and again, one of the most manageable and much more peaceful members of the cichlid species. Hanging out in there with them are these awesome blackline tetras. Absolutely love these things. Or blackline tail tetras. Just the black line goes up the tail. Really awesome fish. Absolutely love them. And lastly, some really cool little neon dwarf gobies. I'll get back to the live bearers momentarily, but I'd be remiss if I didn't mention that we got a handful of some small rocket gars in. Absolutely love these little guys. Really cool little chercerns. How cool are those? Of course, hanging out there with them are some beautiful gold gouramis and a handful of some very pretty Celebes rainbows. Really nice stuff. And up next, of course, it wouldn't be a live bearer video without guppies. Absolutely awesome. Love guppies. And got a handful of varieties in right now, so I'm kind of gonna run through them here a little bit quicker. But yeah, some beautiful red flamingo guppies. Definitely one of my favorite varieties. Check out the next one. Up next in this really cool sandy bottom tank, gotta say it, I love sandy bottom tanks, are these absolutely gorgeous platinum blue guppies. Hanging out here with a whole school of pygmy cories. That right there is exactly why I love sandy bottom tanks. get a lot of that natural foraging behavior that's so fun to watch. But yeah, handful of these really gorgeous platinum blue guppies. Love to see it. Up next, we have the gorgeous red snakeskin guppies. Absolutely awesome looking ones. A few of these myself. I really like them. I love when they have both cool patterns on the tail and on the body. Not something you see in a ton of guppies, so awesome to see. Hanging out in there with them are these awesome little sparkling gouramis, a really teeny little species of gourami. Most of these are pretty much full size. Very small little gourami species. Beautiful bright blue eyes. Awesome fish. And finally, schools of adorable pork chop rasboras. Before we get down to the final fish of the week, I wanted to show off two more things. First, starting with the fact that we have a ton of plants in stock right now. Lots of really nice stuff. Potted plants, loose plants, short plants, tall plants. Whole lot of variety in right now. Absolutely love to see it. And secondly, we've also got a ton of variety of female guppies in right now. Lots and lots of different colors, shapes, and sizes to choose from to make perfect matches for those big, pretty males. Look at that. Real nice stuff in there, too. Ooh, especially that one. That's quite a pretty female. But yeah, lots of awesome female guppies. And finally, our last fish of the week are these absolutely amazing looking little Endler's guppies. Endlers are kind of the same thing as guppies. They don't have the as big fanciful tails, but what they lack in the tails, they more than make up for in absolutely stunning coloration. What an incredible looking little fish. And we have both males and females being sold in pairs. Absolutely awesome fish. And not very common at all in the hobby, so really cool to see. So especially for those of you who like your higher end stuff, but also still want to work with live bearers, that's kind of the fish for you. It's absolutely gorgeous Endler guppies. How cool are those? And of course, hanging out in there with them, some of last week's participants in the beautiful blue ram cichlids. Where'd you go? Oh, there you are. I lost sight of you for a second. Beautiful blue ram cichlids. Great way to end the week. Alrighty guys, that's going to do it for this week's video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and any of our newer customers looking for anything cool or interesting like the big beautiful parrot cichlid, feel free to email us at contact@exoticaquatic.com. We'd love to see and get in for you. Until next time.